while I'm playing some Pokemon here, there's some Doctor Who news that I'm gonna go ahead and grab real quick. Doctor Who, we have a new companion as soon as the new Doctor comes in. So this will be attached to the news we already got. Alright, which way do we want to go? Video capture? No, we want to go display capture. Sure. Millie Gibson joins the cast of Doctor Who the crap cares anymore as the companion to the 15th Doctor. What's wrong with them? Millie she's not very diverse, is she? She'll make her debut over the festive season in 2023. When the Doctor takes whatever to the thing. And there you go. There she is. Millie Gibson joins the cast of Doctor Who as a companion to the 15th Doctor. Starring alongside Shooty McBooty. I can't figure out how to pronounce his name, nor do I care. Millie will make her debut over the festive season in 2023 when the 15th Doctor takes control over the TARDIS. I'm tired of figuring out which number of which Doctor is which thing, because they don't care about canon. They don't care about us. They don't care about adhering to their own canon. So she's just some random, and she's not very diverse anyway. Are they collecting diversities in tick boxes? She's landed the role of Ruby Sunday, not Tuesday, on the new Doctor's companion, starring alongside Shooty McBooty. Millie will make her debut. They already said this. And now this is going to have some Disney money behind it and some Disney influence behind it because it's going to be on Disney Plus. Best role, known for a role on Coronation Street, 18-year-old Millie was the recipient of the Best Young Performer award, but she's only just a girl. She's not like a trans Inuit, deaf mute, one eye patch, one limb, weird toe person. She's not very diverse. How do you have representation when she looks like, well, so many generic blonde white girls out there who, I mean, they don't need to see themselves on screen or anything. They get to see themselves all the time in everything, almost. Or not. Yeah, maybe it's true. Maybe they do need representation. I'm certainly not getting any, but then again, I'm not a narcissist who needs to see myself on screen. I don't care about it. Millie just is the companion. She's full of talent, strength, and a cheeky sparkle in her eye, and as sharp as a weight razor. So he's gonna be not into her, like real life, because he's gonna be playing himself, because you can't play anything that's not you. Maybe it'll be good. It might surprise us, and they might just do all of this stuff to get all the usual people like me going, hey, they're doing the... And it's gonna be nothing, so... I am Mecca. This is getting attached to the David Tennant news. And I don't remember when I recorded that, but... We're in the middle of the live stream. Let me look at this article from Yahoo. We've got here, and go ahead and put it over me. I'm shy. I don't know why my nose is shiny. It's makeup issues. Makeup! If you want to donate to the makeup fund, I have things available. Doctor Who, Russel T Davies changed the Doctor's clothes so that they couldn't be weaponized. Spoiler, remember when Dr. Jodie, Lady Whammon Jodie, Doctor Who, regenerated into David Tennant? And spoiler warning, well, we're already past that because I reviewed it. Well, while we knew that Tennant was coming back to the series, his regeneration was nevertheless surprising for many fans, and not just because he showed up as the 14th Doctor. For most of Doctor Who, when the Time Lord regenerated, their clothes stayed the same. In The Power of the Doctor, however, Whittaker's ensemble morphed into a new outfit for Tennant. For the first time that's happened since the first Doctor, William Hartnell regenerated into the second Patrick Troughton. Now, in an interview with Doctor Who magazine via Radio Times, showrunner Russel T Davies shared that it was always his plan that the Doctor got new clothes during the regeneration process.
What?
I was very certain that I didn't want David to appear in Jodie's costume, he said. I think the notion of men dressing in women's clothes, the notion of drag is very delicate. I'm a huge fan of that culture and the dignity of that.
And the roll.
It's truly a valuable thing, but it has to be done with immense thought and respect. With respect to Jodie and her Doctor, I think it would look like mockery when a straight man wears her clothes. To put a great big 6-foot Scotsman into them looks like we're taking the mickey. He probably couldn't fit into them, and they didn't have the budget to retailer them, to be perfectly honest. Davies, it seems, didn't want anything from Doctor Who taken out of context and used by those who want to weaponize the moment to mock quote-unquote queer culture. It's going to be wokier than now. In the new one, if they can play with the gender in a sarcastic or critical way, they will. He said, we could have the Doctor dressed as a knight or dressed as God or as William Hartnell, and the only photo they'd print would be of David in what they consider to be women's clothing. David's real-life consideration for having the clothes changed during the regeneration could also potentially have an impact on the story. It's clear that something went wrong with Whittaker's 13th Doctor when Whittaker's 13th Doctor transformed into Tennant. Could the clothes changing into an outfit being different from what Tennant wore as the 13th Doctor, no less, be a hint of what's in store when Tennant and the already announced next Doctor, Shukti Gatawa, I can't say his name, return? We'll have to wait until next year to find out when Doctor Who drops 3 specials on Disney Plus. Now we're hearing Disney's interfering. Disney probably didn't want David Tennant to be in the clothes of women. But was it women's clothes really, or a woman's clothes? I mean, after all, who's to say? I mean, because every time you see a guy dressed in quote-unquote women's clothes, it's always the most girly get-up ever. It's always like a skirt with makeup and everything. Jodie Whittaker barely wears that. She wears flood pants and a jacket, and she dresses like Mork from Mork. So she's kind of wearing guy clothes, technically. Isn't she? I don't know. So that's all I really have to say about the Doctor Who. They didn't want to weaponize the clothing. They didn't want people to comment. They wouldn't want people like me to take a picture of David Tennant in Jodie Whittaker's costume and say, see, it's a statement of the queer and the bis and the lulls and the T's and the buzzword, diversity. No. I got to rant about this using the word weaponizing. I'm not done ranting about this. How are you going to weaponize Doctor Who any more than having a gay black trans Rose Tyler and having a diversity gay black, like that's kind of weaponizing it into the wokier than thou representation diversity buzzword culture. So you can appeal to those people by counting the diversities like check boxes on a bingo card. It's like, oh, your show has a this and it has a black gay doctor. Well, I'll raise you a black gay doctor and we'll race swap a character and make them a black gay trans diversity. Oh, only a black gay trans? You need an Inuit trans bipolar albino with a weird toe. They need a weird toe. Or else they're not diverse enough. Thank you very much. And that's kind of where we are with this. It's like that's the only people who would weaponize it. However, we already know that that's where the show is going. It's like, what, you just didn't want it? Because now I'm going to do that. Now I'm going to put David Tennant's head on Jodie Whittaker's body on the thumbnail. And I'm going to do the thing. I didn't even get into the round. For crying out loud. I am Mecca. I am going back to my live chat. Don't you guys go anywhere. Oh, look at him. He's got little laces. Don't you guys go anywhere.
And at the back, Queen Victoria already a couple of lengths behind the leaders.